Hello, hello. It is day 8. Day 8 already of Vlogmas. So today is a Sarah day. So we've got a Jolly Santa to open. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. And it is Life in the Long Grass. Life in the Long Grass Tin Shed. Oh. And ooh, a sachet of soak. I love soak. Lacy. I've not tried that one. Be interesting to see what that flavour smells like. Thank you, Sarah. And then Mr. B's today is. I thought you said baby cheeses instead of baby Jesus. Oh, baby Jesus. Baby cheeses. So is it going to be like a baby bell, do you reckon? Because that's like a baby cheese. Yeah, it is. Look. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. Baby cheeses. That's tickled me, as you may have gathered. Right, who are we going to have today? We're gonna have a party tonight. I just heard that on the radio in the car. Bit shaky Stevens. That's a bit shaky. Oh, I got a fang. With a paw print on his collar. Is it a paw print or a leaf? I can't work out. That's cute. Thanks, Harry Potter. Right, I'll be back directly with directly as a bit Cornish there for you. Although I am Devon, I do say the odd Cornish word. Directly means I'll be back shortly. So there. Got a linguistics lesson as well. I'll be back directly with some blanket talk. Hello, I'm back. So going to talk about another blanket today, and it's housed in my pink hazel basket that I picked up at Unravel earlier this year. Was it this year? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, when we went in February before the world stood still. I still haven't tidied up this hot mess behind me, as you can see. I've got, as I've sort of said in passing, we're doing gift bags for our WI. So I am, as I am El Presidente. I am sort of collating everything. So a few people, like the committee between us, have either made stuff or been out and bought bits and pieces that we can put in the bags. I've got the bags here, empty bags. So everybody's delivering all their stuff to me here. So then I've got to collate 28 bags and then distribute to different people for them to then distribute to the members that I live nearest them, because although our base is in Mary Tavy, which is the next village up from us, I'm in Peter Tavy. Mary Tavy's I'm pointing because it's up there up the hill, but we've got people who come in from Tavy, which is 2 miles away. We've got people come in from Lidford. I think Lidford's the furthest out, which again is about 4 or 5 miles that way. So people come, we've got people coming from all over, because we're one of the few evening groups in the area. So those who are working or whatever, they come to our group. So yeah, so I've got stuff everywhere in this house. I need a bigger house. I say it every year, and especially around Christmas, as I've got most of this here is Christmas presents piled up that need wrapping and then putting somewhere. I don't know where. my sewing machine is like buried behind there, and I want to get back to, I've got some fabric to make some Christmas masks and things like that, so it all needs a good sort out. And we're supposed to be doing the Christmas decorations this weekend, so I think the rest of this week is going to be, once I've got these bags done and out of the way, is mass tidy up, because there's a hot mess. Can't work out which way my fingers, all in there in the corner of the living room as well. It's like stuff piled up everywhere. So I just need to have a good sort out and get my bumming gear and get tidied and cleaned. It's not just tidying, I've got to do housework as well. I don't do housework. I think I'm missing that gene, that like housewife gene that enjoys doing housework and cooking and ironing. I detest ironing. My sister loves ironing, can stand there for hours and iron. I think housework was always used as like a punishment when we were little, when we were younger. It was like, oh, you're not going out until you've hoovered, or you can't go out until you've dusted or washed the dishes or whatever. So I think it's always like in the back of my mind, it's like a punishment. Maybe that's what it is. You know, well, this is like a therapy session now. This is a bit random. Anyway, we're here for blankets. Good grief. Anyway, all that to say is I need to tidy up and have a sort out and check I have got all the Christmas presents that I think I've got, because according to my list, other than a few bits that I've got to finish off making, I think I'm done, which is a miracle. It's quite exciting. It helps what half of the family only want money, so yeah. But there, we're digressing again, aren't we? No, I am digressing. I'm going off in tangent city. Anyway, so here is another blanket that I've got on the go. This is the Parallelogram by Stephen West. It was a part of a set of shawls he brought out I think it was last autumn, winter. It might have been earlier. My concept of time this year is like all up spout, isn't it? Because it's like since March we haven't done anything, been anywhere, seen anyone. I have a feeling it was last year. Anyway, he brought out these shawls, and then one of them was a parallelogram shawl, and then he did a blanket. So I had some, when Nigel and I went to Yarn Festival several years ago now, I just picked up, there was like people selling like random balls of yarn, like quite cheap. So I had several of these, like this is the main yarn I'm using, Merino Blend DK by King Cole, and I managed to pick them up for like 50p a ball or something like that. But they only had like 2 colours of this and 2 colours of that, one of this, so just picked up random. So it's been sat in my stash for ages, and then I had this bright idea one year that I was going to crochet a skirt. Don't ask me why. So I bought lots of drops of Lima as well in this colour, like a bright pink, a darker pink, purpley colour, and black. There's another colour. And I was going to crochet, you know, those like hexagon flower with the flowers in the middle of the hexagon. I was going to crochet loads of them with a black outline, and then sew them all together and make a skirt. Well, I think I made about 4. So the yarn's been sat in my stash forever. So I didn't have enough colours, so I did order some more of this Merino Blend DK from Wool Warehouse. So I have 2 of each colour. So here is my basket with all my colours in it. You can see these are starting to get low now. This is just the first balls that I've used. So it's all DK weight. And try to stand up. It's a I've got a Christmas jumper on today. Basically because all my other jumpers are in the wash. So yeah, so start here and then you go out and around and with your as like a big parallelogram or rhombus or whatever. These, what I've done is I kept losing track of which section of the pattern I was on because it's in 4 sections. So I've had these little dinosaurs forever. Little sparkly dinosaurs. So, and they're all different colours. So what I've done is I've put a different colour on each of the 4 sections and then mark the pattern with those colours as well, so I know which colour I'm on or which bit of the pattern, because you have to get your which way your increases and decreases are going for the parallelogram. So I'm about halfway through, I think, but obviously the rows are getting longer and longer and they're all on. So I've just finished this green section here, which isn't all the way through a pattern repeat yet. So yeah, so what I'm using Zing interchangeable needles. It's not going to focus. Anyway, they're 4.5mm, which is giving me quite a nice fabric. And so I've got 4 separate cords for each section, and I just swap when I've finished one section, I just swap the needles over and put the stoppers on the section I've just finished. Saves having to buy 4 sets of needles. Just had I did have to get some longer cords because I didn't have enough cords to go. So, and then what I'm going to do is there's an I-cord bind off all the way around, so I'm going to do that in black. I think that will be quite nice. Finish it off nicely, either black or bright pink. So I've got lots of that, but I think black would be nice because there's no black anywhere else in the blanket, whereas there's bright pink in the blanket. So that's another whip to show you. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Oh, I've got a shawl whip that I can talk about tomorrow. We'll talk about that. That hasn't been picked up for months. Hey ho. That's what whips are for, isn't it? Sit in the corner looking pretty. They'll get finished at some point, won't they? They'll either get finished or frogged, one of the two. But I think most of my whips I've got on the go at the moment I will finish. But it's just priorities at the moment, isn't it? Gift knitting. I'm hoping I can get that knocked off by the end of this week. If I get my little bumming gear. I'm going to poop miracles this week, aren't I? I'm going to clean the house from top to bottom. Tidy up, put everything away. Find homes for everything that's got to go away. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep you informed as to how it's going. This hot mess will still be here tomorrow, you wait, and Thursday and Friday. Hey ho, never mind. I don't know what day we're going to do decorations. It'll be at the weekend when Nigel's off work, so we can get the stuff out of the loft, probably. I can't even contemplate it at the moment. There's too much going on. Too much going on in my little brain. And actually, what I need to do is do a brain dump and write a list. Does anybody else do that? Get it out of your head and then you can tackle bits and pieces. I'm just waffling now, but it's nice to waffle sometimes, isn't it? Feels like you're nattering with a friend. Either that or need clinical help, one of the two. Well, I don't think there's any dispute in that fact, is there? I've always been a bit doolally. I think it's genes and yeah. It helps to be a bit doolally though, doesn't it? Don't want to be too serious in this world at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to go off and be a bit doolally tat somewhere else. I don't know what I'm going to do though. What shall I do? Yeah, I need to crack on with the crochet doll this afternoon. Bit of a bane there. Yeah, so I think that'll be the plan today. I'll get my 4 striped knit first of my sock and then crack on with the doll. But first, I need a nice cup of tea and some chocolate. Chocolate always puts the world to rights, doesn't it? And a cup of tea. You can tell you're British when you have a cup of tea. When you need a cup of tea to sort the world out, put the world to rights around it over a cup of tea. I just wish that I could be doing it with my little friends who I miss. Missing my tribe. Not been with my tribe at all since February. That makes me sad. God, I'm a right therapy session today, aren't I? Anyway, I'm going to go make a cup of tea, eat some chocolate, and knit all the things and crochet all the things. Till tomorrow. Bye, friends.